Hello, it was wonderful to see you. I'm so glad we had an opportunity to write a song together. I really enjoy writing songs as well as working from these books. You're doing a great job sight reading and counting out rhythms, and I want to just say thank you for paying attention and practicing. For this week, what I'd like you to do is see this. When we play a G major, we can also put our finger right here on the 4th fret of the E string and just leave our pinky there. When we play a G major, we're giving ourselves a G, B, and a D, but the G is played twice. We've got a G right here, and we've got a G right here. So when we have this note right here, we're essentially turning one of the notes that was in the G major, the D note, into an E. That automatically changes the tone of a G major to a G6. And a G6, count it with me, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp. But the E is the 6th note. So when we play a G, B, D, which is a G major, the triangle shape, and we add an E note, it gives us the same chord as a secondary fingering of E minor. The other chord I wanted to show you was you can play an E minor like this, and this right here, when we bar the whole thing, can be shaped like this. It looks exactly like our D minor, which our D minor is nothing more than an F major, and we add the 6th note, F, G, A, B flat, C, and then our 6th note in the key of F, which has 1 flat, B flat, is D. So an F major with a D note is an F6 or a D minor. So what we learned today was how to take a major chord, put its 6th note on there, the relative minor note, and then make it into its minor chord. That's the only thing I wanted to share. Other than that, I'm going to put out a video out there on how to play Jolly Good Fellow, and I think you did a wonderful job. One of the things we want to do is just make sure that we read through the measures, which is a fun thing. I'll put that through. Other than that, the little song that we made that we're going to work on next time as well would be this. We would have G major, 2, 3, 4. We can put our finger down for the G6, or you can play an E minor, or you can play the E minor however you want. And then we're going to play that chord over to a C major, and then back to a G major. The last time though, I want to hold that C major out, okay? So we've got G, 2, 3, 4, E minor, 2, G, goes to C major, hold the C major, play the G, G major, play the E minor, and then we're going to play the C again, and we talked about going to an A minor here. Nice. And how about an E minor again? We're going to hold this E minor out for 3 measures. And the 4th measure, we're going to put our pinky down on the D note to get an E minor 7. Why is it called a 7? Because the D is in there as the 7th note. E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, and D, the 7th note. So an E minor plus the 7th note, a D note, gives us an E minor 7. That dominant chord is a wonderful one. When we hold that out for a couple bars, we can let it fade and then come back into our G major. G major to E minor, C major, G major to E minor, to C major, to A minor, E minor, E minor, E minor, E minor, 7, G. I think this is a really fun song. Let's work on it next week and maybe put some lyrics to it, okay? It was wonderful seeing you. I'll see you then. Aloha.